Good morning, everyone. It's Hanifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I'm talking about the next line in the Corinthians verse about love. And this one talks about love does not dishonor. It does not dishonor. So I thought I'd bring in a quotation from the Bhagavad-gita, which I've made a series of videos about too. But this quotation I thought was quite fitting. So this is it. It says, "For one who has conquered the mind, the Supersoul is already reached, for he has attained tranquility. To such a man, happiness and distress, heat and cold, honor and dishonor are all the same." Wow. Honor and dishonor are all the same. In this video, I'm focusing on dishonor. So how is it all the same? And really, honestly, I find that life teaches us, right? So we can see someone who is dishonoring another person and feel, I will not do that. Or we ourselves might dishonor someone, including ourselves, and then catch ourselves and not do that again. But it does take that learning, right? It does take an observation or an awareness of ourselves or others to then work in an honorable way. So you might have seen honorable actions all your life, but the first time you see something dishonorable, you will pay attention. So I found this other quotation, which I thought was so well put, and I hope it'll make sense to you. I'm going to read it to you. It's by Alfred Lord Tennyson, and this quotation says, "His honor rooted in dishonor stood, and faith unfaithful kept him falsely true." So I'll repeat that quotation. So it says, "His honor rooted in dishonor stood, and faith unfaithful kept him falsely true." You see all of that almost duality that it's talking about, right? So his honor rooted in dishonor stood. So when he saw dishonor, he now roots his honor, right? So honorable actions based on seeing, acting, thinking, feeling dishonorable thoughts, words, actions, right? Faith unfaithful. So perhaps something unfaithful has been seen that was dishonorable, and then faith became rooted in that, and then that kept him falsely true, right? So now he's in this honorable space, yet there was a point that he was not, which means at this point he's falsely true, right? Because there was a point that he was not. I hope that makes sense. I love fun with words, as you might know, but I love that quotation. So I thought I would make sure that today you think about some of the things that maybe you've thought, you've spoken, you've done, and what kind of dishonorable actions you yourself might have thought, spoken, or acted from that has made you a better person today. I'd love for you to think of just one thing. Perhaps you're a person who doesn't put down the toilet seat, and yet you encourage everyone to put it down. Or perhaps you forget to turn off the lights. It could be so simple, right? I just want you to think about one thing that you recognize that, yeah, this was something that I did that I didn't feel too proud of because it was, or too happy about because it was not such an honorable action, and see how that shifted you with your awareness into honorable actions. I thought I would finish with this quotation, which is by Wadsworth Longfellow, and it says, "It takes less time to do a thing right than it does to explain why you did it wrong." It takes less time to do a thing right than it does to explain why you did it wrong. And oftentimes I think people get lost in the explanations, which is, I did this because of this, or I thought this because of that, or I said this because of that. And really all those explanations don't mean so much as the action of doing things right. Now do things right. So once you know, don't explain away or justify or make some, well, one could say excuses, but they're probably truthful reasons, but there's no need to get into all of that for too long, right? There is an acknowledgement, an awareness, perhaps an apology, and then a changed action, behavior, thought. I wish that for all of us today. I hope you think about that for 5 minutes after this video, and I hope you remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone.